2 up, 2 down here to start the ball game for Pikeville.
I mean, just don't swing.
He must have heard you in the whisper. And it's a 1-0 count, so we see a third pitch and not a third out for Reynolds. Garen Gledhill is the 4-hole hitter. Mason Melton and Joe Gagno. Francis Sabero, Cole Fowler, and Sam Brown. And that's going to get down for a base hit in the gap out in right center field. And they're going to send him around for 3. Brooks diving in. He's safe, and he's got a 2-out triple. And what a response after 2 pitches for 2 outs. Brooks says, I'm not going down the same way, and he puts his team in scoring position.
He was absolutely shot out of a cannon, making his way across those base paths, easily taking 3.
So Gledhill, the catcher, will come to the plate with a man in scoring position. Is there a little 2-out magic here to start the game for Pikeville? And Pikeville in both of their games so far, in that 10-0 defeat to Montreat to open it up, and then in yesterday's game over CIU, as that gets down for a base hit out to left field, and it's a 1-0 advantage. It's been slow starts for Pikeville's offense. They were able to build momentum late in that game to open things up. I beg your pardon, that was Truett McConnell, not CIU. Both wear navy and gold. But in that game against Truett McConnell opened up a 5-0 lead. Pikeville was just rocked back, but they built over time. But now that they've gotten that offense, now they ride in and they get the first lead of the ballgame as the single by Gledhill drives in Noah Brooks, and it's 1-0. And another base hit. So after the 2 pitches lead to the 2 outs, all of a sudden, that sparks the Bears, and they are in business and leading 1-0.
Yeah, and Pike, it took them 12 innings almost to get anything on the board offensively here in Kingsport. But now it seems like we've heard of regressing to the mean. Well, they are progressing to the mean. They are looking more like the team that we saw throughout this year, and they're rising above. That law of averages going their way.
So Colby Reynolds looked as though he was just going to walk through the starting part of this lineup. Instead, they've come back to bite him. 1 run on 3 hits so far, and that was Melton who singled quickly down to first. And this is the first baseman, Joe Gagno.
We're not used to seeing Colby Reynolds in situations like these. He's been stellar for Johnson as their ace this season, a 3.48 ERA and a 10-2 record.
Swing and a miss there for Gagno, and it puts him in an 0-2 hole. So the 0-2 with 2 outs and 2 on. Chopper back to Reynolds, takes it off the glove, nearly takes a spill as he tried to step off the mound, but he does get out of the inning. 2 stranded for the Bears, but 1 comes across to score. Gledhill with the RBI, Brooks with the run, and it's 1-0 Bears over Johnson after 1.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home. Well,
you look at how things played out over the regular season entering this tournament. There's your top three, each with 20 wins in conference play, head and heels above everybody else. And then Spartanburg Methodist kind of kick-started at the top there with those 16 wins. But that log jam we've talked about all week long, from 4 through 9, where everybody was really separated by basically a hop here and there and a run scored here and there. But Pikeville coming in with those 15 wins. So a matchup separated by 5 conference wins here. And in terms of seeding, separated by only 3 spots. Pikeville, the 5-seeded team, and the 2-seeded Royals doing battle here. And it is the 5th seed over top of the 2, 1-0, as we see the first pitch from Shane McTavish. And he'll deliver a first pitch strike of his outing here this afternoon.
McTavish, this is his 11th start of the season. 7.34 ERA, 2-5 record in games that have been able to make it to a decision.
Canadian-born McTavish out of Lethbridge, Alberta. A 1-1 count for him here to the first batter of the inning, Luke Wilson. And yesterday, Wilson took that knock in the top of the first, and the run-in with the wall came back and shook it off. He was the leadoff hitter in that one, so he really didn't get much time to breathe. As he takes a big hack at that one, it's 1-2, and he falls behind. In that game, as they tried to spark a comeback, Wilson was one of the bright spots. Struck out and lined out, but had a walk, a double, and a single, and did come around as one of the 3 runs that scored for Johnson.
Yeah, and we did wonder if he was okay after taking that tumble out in center field, but his performance at the plate showed us that he was able to shake that off, so it's nice to see him continue his stay here in Kingsport, leading it off.
2-2 from McTavish, and it's a full count as he misses inside and low.
Second game in a row, Johnson's been on the wrong side of a fast start from their opponent. Try to shake it off here.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, and inside of Brickyard Park, it's the winner's bracket. Bryan College, the Lions, going to battle in what promises to be a thriller that goes right down to the wire against the Truett McConnell Bears. Both teams, 28 wins this season, and my goodness, they are going to duke it out today. I'm Gabriel Schrei, Brendan Sweeney alongside me. We are honored, thrilled, and overjoyed to have you along with us for this battle on the Southeast Sports Network between these two programs.
Yeah, this will be a really fun one. Bryan and Truett McConnell, these two teams perfect so far in the tournament. Neither of them have had a loss yet. So both these teams, whoever wins this goes to the championship tomorrow.
Chance to make some big noise. And it all starts here with this battle between these two sides. They've fallen to the underbelly of the bracket, and they are going to do everything they can to claw their way to title day. Cassie Boatwright leading off against KP Smith, in trouble, and she's gone. Roped to third and gloved by the Lions. Saul got a hold of it.
2 quick outs here for Truett McConnell's offense as they try to get their 3rd batter of the inning on base after a ground out to short and a pop out to 3rd.
Able to sauce that through. And 1-1 is fouled off of the backstop for strike 2. Walker wanted to step into it, instead holds off. The lineup batting for Truett McConnell. Suter let us off, followed by Boatwright in the 2-hole. Walker the DP at 3. Folds, Morgan, Chiswick, Skipper, Trump, and Walker rounding out the 9. 2-2 count, rises to a full count with 2 away in the top of the 1st. Defensively for Bryan, this is chopped and rolls just over the line to keep this going for TMU. Defensively for Bryan College, from left to right in the outfield, it's Blackwell. In center field, Baldwin on the right, Juliana. First is Taylor, second Lockhart. This ropes foul as well. Saul at 3rd. At shortstop, Maddie Lee. Catching today for Reinhardt is Abby Young, and pitching, KP Smith to start inside of the circle.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good work from KP Smith so far in this tournament. Pitching yet again, also in the lineup yet again for Bryan. And right now, Riley Walker battling in this full count.
Pops that up. Could be in trouble over near the dugout at Sales foul.
Again, these 2 teams, Truett and Bryan, undefeated in this tournament. Bryan the 4 seed, Truett the 6 seed, so not maybe necessarily the 2 teams we expected to be in this position with a chance to clinch a spot in the championship.
No.
However, again, as I stated before this tournament started, it really was, I think, going in anybody's tournament to win. And Truett McConnell, the 6 seed, has looked unstoppable so far in this tournament. They shut down Milligan 8-0 last night.
Got her. And that'll retire the side, but you're going to stay with us here as we're going to end up taking you for a look at the numbers that have driven the seasons of these 2 programs, TMU and Bryan. Let's get a look at that right now. On the left side is Bryan, on the right, Truett McConnell. I mentioned before we got started with first pitch, 28 wins apiece. The hit percentage, just over 300 for both of these programs. But how about the homers for TMU?
Yeah, they can leave the yard. They lead the Appalachian Athletic Conference in home runs with 41 on the season as a team. Their ERA, 3.34 as well, is a stronger number than Bryan's 3.74. But if you look in the very bottom of this graphic, 306 strikeouts.
Wild.
As a pitching staff for Truett McConnell. That's another thing that Bryan's going to have to deal with in this difficult battle for the Lions.
That's a look at their numbers side by side. We'll take you back to the field. Elizabeth Bennett going to work inside of the circle for Truett McConnell, who's already been flipped to the other side of this inning. The lineup card for Bryan College: Juliana, Lakin, Ava, Lily, Baldwin, Blackwell, Malone. KP hitting in the 8-hole, who's dealing from inside of the circle. And of course, in the 9 is Maddie Lee. Santonius goes foul to start us off. On the other side, from left to right in the outfield, Suter is in left field, Skipper in center, and right Chiswick for Truett McConnell. At first base, we've got Morgan at second. You'll see Avery Walker at third folds. Shortstop is Boatwright, who's been so good on both sides of the ball in the tournament. Catching Alyssa Crump, and dealing from inside of the circle, Elizabeth Bennett.
Yeah, these are two very good teams, really top to bottom of their rosters. They have what it takes to win this tournament. And so we're going to see if Bryan can get to Elizabeth Bennett, because that's been the question so far, I think, in this tournament for most teams is, can they get Elizabeth Bennett off her spot in the circle? And Juliana Santillanes, the leadoff hitter for Bryan, ahead 2-1 against her to start this first inning. As she swings and misses, and actually looks like there was a 2-strike count on Santillanes, so she's down swinging for a strikeout to start things for the Bryan Lions. And it brings up Lakin Lockhart, 368 hitter for the season for these Lions. Another one of these slap-type hitters, lefties, in the top 2 spots in the order, as she pops up the first pitch, and it finds the concourse behind the backstop. Taking just a really quick look at how these teams got here, as that one's bounced up the middle. Backhanded play and a throw just in time to get Lockhart at first base, and a well-played ball there at second base as Truett McConnell gets the out. Nice job by Avery Walker on her backhand side to slide down, field it, and throw to beat Lockhart. So 2 away, nobody aboard for Ava Saul. First pitch strike, knee high on the inner half. Saul is a .411 hitter entering the play in today's game. 10 home runs and 52 runs batted in, as she'll take just outside to even things at 1-1. Day 1 of this tournament, both these teams with victories. Bryan, 9-1 victory, as that pitch misses low. Truett McConnell then defeated Brunau in an upset, 6-3 by a final of 12-7. And then on the next day, those teams got byes. So Wednesday, yesterday, it was Bryan taking down Johnson in a 6-0 upset, as they took down the top seed in this tournament. And then Truett McConnell last night, the 8-0 inning victory over Milligan in the winner's bracket. As that one also sails outside the zone to Ava Saul, making it 2 balls and 2 strikes. And off the plate. And apparently it was a 3-2 count. So that's ball 4. And Saul will reach base at first. So that's a development for the Lions here in the bottom of the first, after the first 2 hitters were retired. And first pitch strike thrown in there to Lily Taylor. It's 0-1. Taylor, a .366 hitter this season with 3 round trippers. Hard shot on the ground. Nice play by Folds at the hot corner. And she throws across to get Taylor 5-3 And that will end the first inning of this contest. No score, as we have finished 1 inning here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Grace Folds gets us going here for Truett McConnell as we start the top of the second inning in this winner's bracket contest between the Bryan Lions and the Truett McConnell Bears, as the first pitch floats in across the inner half for a strike. Popped in the air to right field and moving over toward the foul line. To make the catch for Bryan is the right fielder, Juliana Santillanes, for the first out. So Folds flies out to right field, and Morgan Kasalik, the first baseman, stands in next. Swing and a miss by Kasalik. 0-1 count. Smith has got the sign, and the next pitch is fouled back to the backstop, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss by Kasalik on the 0-2 delivery from Smith, and a strikeout. Puts 2 outs on the scoreboard here in the top of the second, as Truett McConnell yet to solve Smith whatsoever in this one. And it's now Reagan Chiswick who takes low for ball 1. KP Smith as the sign, and her next delivery is a ball just off the inside corner. Two-0 count here from Smith to Chiswick, and a swing and a miss, a half-hearted attempt by Chiswick, and she is now in a 2-ball, 1-strike count, so still has the advantage here. Next pitch swung on and missed. And it is a 2-2 count. And Chiswick thought it was a strikeout. Started running back to the dugout. Must have thought that the second pitch of the AB was a strike. 2-2 popped up down the right field line by Chiswick, hustling into foul ground. Santillanes makes a dive for it, but can't quite get to it. So a foul ball keeps the count at 2-2. This has the feeling of a pitcher's duel, as Smith just missed the inside corner with the 2-2 delivery, and it's a full count. Popped foul again by Chiswick. staying alive as it hits the light tower. Bears and Lions fighting for AAC supremacy and a shot at the AAC tournament title tomorrow as Chiswick works the walk and she's fired up. That's a nice plate appearance from Chiswick to be able to work the walk that time against KP Smith. It's going to bring up the center fielder, Emma Skipper, for Truett McConnell, trying to keep things going here in the top of the second. As the first pitch to Skipper misses the zone, 1-0. A bunt back to the pitcher. Smith throws to first. They get Skipper as that one never had a chance. Went too hard right back to the pitcher. And that will end the top of the second. Truett McConnell retired. They get the 2-out walk, but nothing else. The bottom of second coming up. Bryan coming to bat. And we're back here in Kingsport, Tennessee, the AAC softball tournament here in 2026 at Brickyard Park, as the Bryan College Lions come to bat in the bottom of the second. Truett McConnell failed to score in the top of the second. They got a 2-out base runner on base via a walk, but that was all for the Bears. So the Lions trying to hit the scoreboard first. They're back at the top here as Baldwin will take a first pitch strike. Casey Baldwin, the number 5 hitter in the order, the center fielder. Another slap hitter. That's the Bryan lineup for you. They've got 5 left-handed hitters in this lineup, as that one slapped hard on the left side of the infield. The play made, though, by the shortstop on the throw across, just in time to retire Baldwin for the first out. So that brings up Carly Blackwell, the left fielder for the Lions. Blackwell, a .279 hitter this year. First pitch back to Bennett, deflected, shortstop diving to the ground, but it's going to be a base hit on the infield for Blackwell. As no chance for Truett McConnell to make a play that time, as Cassie Boatwright had to sprawl onto the dirt to field that ball after it deflected off the leg of Elizabeth Bennett. So an infield hit for Bryan, and with that base hit, it is the first knock of the game for either side. Coming here in the bottom of the second for the Lions, as checking on Bennett after that one deflected off her shin. Looks like she's all right to continue. No chance they're taking her out of the game in this type of game anyways for Truett McConnell. She's going to be asking them to let her stay out there even if she's in pain. So first pitch strike to the next hitter for Bryan, Brooklyn Malone, who takes the first one to fall behind 0-1. Next pitch misses low and outside. Malone, a 300 hitter on the season with 28 runs batted in. That's the third highest mark on this Bryan roster. Pitch misses outside, trying to steal second, and it goes into center field as Blackwell will take the bag and stay put there at second base and will be in scoring position here with one out. Oh, good speed from Blackwell, takes second, and now setting up Malone for possibly her 29th RBI of the year. Next pitch, hit in the air to right field, tracking it back toward the corner, makes the running catch. And moving up to third base on the play is Blackwell, but a nice catch by Reagan Chiswick on the run toward the foul pole and right. And there are two away. KP Smith trying to help her cause here for Bryan, the pitcher. Standing in with 2 out and a runner just 60 feet away from scoring the first run of this game. Smith rolls one softly to shortstop, throwing on the run across. Just in time, they get KP Smith, and the inning is over. Bryan fails to score. They get a runner into scoring position with less than 2 outs, but they cannot push her across. No score, headed to the third.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
So one away here in the inning. Avery Walker, the next hitter for Truett McConnell. After Alyssa Crump popped out to Lakin Lockhart back behind first. Slicing liner down the right field line, but it will land in foul territory for Walker. So a ball and a strike, the count to the Truett McConnell second baseman. Next pitch from Smith up high, makes it 2-1. Two-one delivery. Down low, 3 balls and a strike, and that's good start to the at-bat for Walker. Opportunity to get a runner on base with less than 2 outs. Welcome that opportunity if you're Truett McConnell. Instead, a chopper to second on a 3-1 pitch, and That is the end of that at bat. A 4-3 putout. So 2 away in the top of the third. Quickly again here for KP Smith, who continues to sparkle in the circle for the Lions. And the next pitch popped up on the left side of the infield, and the inning is over. Ava Saul makes the catch on 1 pitch, and we're headed to the bottom of inning number 3. Bryan trying to get on the board first.
Need a break? A break from the grind? The stress? We have just the place. A place where you can let your inner thrill-dilly out. Bristol Motor Speedway, April 10th through the 12th for the NASCAR Food City 500 Triple Header Weekend. 3 days, 3 races, 2 night races, 1 epic weekend. Don't just take a break, race to it. Get your tickets, upgrades, and more now at BristolMotorspeedway.com. It's not just a race.
It's Bristol, baby!
Kingsport, Tennessee, the 2026 AAC softball tournament winners bracket contest here between the number 6 seed Truett McConnell Bears and the number 4 seed Bryan College Lions. It's Maddie Lee, the shortstop for Bryan, leading things off, and she will take down below the knees for ball 1. Got the Bryan baseball team here. They're getting rowdy. Popped up on the right side in foul ground, and it is tracked down by the first baseman, Kasalik. And that is the first out in the bottom of inning number 3. And it certainly is feeling like a pitcher's duel here in this game between 2 of the top arms that we've seen so far in the tournament. As the next pitch from Bennett misses outside for ball 1 to Juliana Santillanes. And the 1-0 from Bennett. Slapped foul down the third base line by Santillanes. Trying to find her way aboard here in this third inning. A 1-1 count from Bennett. Santillanes struck out in her first at-bat of this game, leading off the bottom of the first as she takes outside on this delivery. Count in Santillanes' favor as the next pitch from Bennett comes in, and it's swung on and missed to even the count. Again, this game, only 1 hit between the 2 sides, and we're already in the bottom of the third. Next pitch slapped foul off the side wall back behind home plate, as Santillanes just battling that pitch off. And another 2-2 pitch from Bennett. Down low, and the count is full. You can hear on our crowd mic the Bryan College Lion baseball team really getting rowdy. 3-2 pitch, and another foul ball from Santillanes. So another payoff coming up now. And it would be huge for Santillanes to be able to get aboard here. Another foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up here to Santianes. And here it is from Bennett. And another ball sprayed foul. A war of attrition here between Bennett and Santianes. Next pitch is tapped. Foul again. Pitch number 11. Santianes just showing a real battle here against Bennett, one of the better pitchers in this conference. The next pitch, another foul ball as Santianes continues to battle, just fighting everything off on that third base side. So it remains a full count, and all Bennett can do is keep throwing strikes here to Santianes. Here's the next one, and another foul ball. The 13th pitch now. Bennett just cannot get Santianes to swing and miss in this at-bat. She got a swing and miss to end the first at-bat, but this time around, proving much more difficult. This time it's in play. The play is made by Folds at third base, and Santianes finally retired. So 2 gone with nobody aboard for Bryan for Lakin Lockhart. The Lions would absolutely love to get Lockhart on base and give Ava Saul a chance with a runner on the base paths with 2 outs. Taps it over the circle and into center field. A 2-out hit on the first pitch by Lakin Lockhart, and it will give Ava Saul that chance with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Lions, the third baseman, number 99, Ava Saul.
First pitch to Saul is outside for ball 1. Ava Saul 0 for 0. Does not have an official at-bat as she walked in her first plate appearance. Next pitch is a strike over the outer half of the plate from Bennett. Lockhart at first base with 2 out. I'd be interested to see if she may try to steal second base with 10 on the year. Popped up by Saul on the right side of the infield, though, and Walker has it to end the inning. So the opportunity there for Saul goes by the wayside. We head to the 4th inning, and there is no score.
Well, after the bases loaded situation comes to an abrupt end with that wild double play on whether or not that ball was fair or foul, it is ruled fair, so it is a 1-2-3 double play to get out of the inning for Pikeville. And that brings about the start of the inning in Karen Gledhill, the leadoff man here in the 4th with a 1-0 lead for Pikeville, trying to stay alive here in Kingsport. Tall task of defeating the number 6 team in the country in Johnson. But Johnson coming up short against Montreat last night. Montreat and Tennessee Wesleyan have both arrived, and that's going to be ripped down the right field line. That's a base hit, going to roll toward the warning track. It is fumbled out in right field by Haben Siefken.
Top of the 4th inning here from Kingsport, Tennessee, as we have a first pitch pop-up by Cassie Boatwright that is caught by Lakin Lockhart behind first. And 1 out on 1 pitch again here for Truett McConnell in the top of the 4th inning. These offenses are just not really putting anything together. Truett McConnell yet to have a hit in the game. First pitch, grounder to short. Walker's gone. 2 outs on 2 pitches by KP Smith in the circle. And that is as efficient as it gets.
Now batting the Bears, baseman number 4,
Grace Folds into the box. Those were the 3 most important hitters in this Truett McConnell lineup. As first pitch swinging by Folds after 2 first pitch outs. That does not happen often. You often see the coach give the take sign in that situation, but no, Folds swings, fouls the ball back, and it almost gets into the press box. No balls and a strike to Folds. Swing and a miss, 0-2. 4 pitches in the inning, all strikes so far. 2 outs on 2 of them, and then 2 strikes now to Grace Folds, a batter who has 9 home runs on the year. And she'll take low and away for ball 1. Pretty crazy development. Top 2 hitters in the order, both with double-digit home runs. Boatwright and Walker out on 1 pitch. And now Folds pops it up on the 1-2, and it gets out of play beyond the third base dugout. So Folds at least putting up a fight here against KP Smith, is behind a ball and 2 strikes. Like so many others in the lineup, Ofer. There's only been 1 runner on base in this game for Truett McConnell. It was a walk drawn by Reagan Chiswick. As that pitch misses outside to Folds, and it evens the count at 2-2. Two-two delivery from Smith, popped out of play as it's foul on the right side. So still a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Two-two delivery from Smith, and another foul ball back by Folds. And if nothing else, here Grace Folds' at-bat has been at least a battle that's put some pressure on Smith. She's had to throw already 6 pitches in this AB after only throwing 2 to retire the first 2. Up and out of the zone on that one, and it's a full count. High, deep drive down the left field line. Did she keep it fair? She did. It's a solo home run for Grace Folds here in the top of the 4th inning. The first hit of the game for the Bears is a round tripper. A solo shot, and the Bears have a 1-0 lead just like that. You can see on the replay here a high, deep drive down the line, and Folds, looking into the dugout, sees that it's a home run sign given by the home plate umpire and gives the fist pump going around second base as her teammates mob her at home plate. This game has the feel that a hit like that, a solo home run, may be the difference. as neither of these teams have done much at all offensively. It's only the second hit combined, or third hit combined in this game, and the first for Truett McConnell gives them the lead. So now Morgan Kasalik comes up with 2 out, and Grace Folds hits her 10th home run of the season. Now one of 3 Bears with double-digit home runs on the campaign, as this is rolled to shortstop, and the play is made by Maddie Lee, but the damage done. Solo shot by Grace Folds to left field right down the line to give Truett a 1-0 lead.
All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV, or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is NSBNsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at NSBNsports.com. Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports, or visit us at NSBNsports.com.
And we are back. Truett McConnell leading Bryan 1-0 in the AAC softball tournament here at Brickyard Park after the solo homer by Grace Folds in the top of the 4th with 2 out. As Lily Taylor for Bryan starts things for the Lions and takes up and away to even the count at 1-1. Bryan's got to get something going offensively that they can sustain as a team, as a group. It's just not been a lot of hits in succession by this team. Only 2 by the team overall, as this one's hit in the air out into shallow left center field, and the left fielder for Truett McConnell, Emmy Suter, tracks it down, and there is 1 gone in the bottom of the 4th. But Folds comes through for the Bears in that top of the 4th with the solo homer. Long at bat, 3-2 pitch, sent it skyward, as the first pitch to the next hitter, Casey Baldwin, is hit foul. Elizabeth Bennett with the scoreless outing so far through 3 1/3. And gets another foul ball from Baldwin here to climb ahead 0-2 in this count. So 0-2 as Bennett peers in, has the sign, and here comes her 0-2 delivery. Baldwin rolls it softly on the right side. She's got good speed, might have a chance. She beat it. First base umpire calls her safe. An infield single to second by Casey Baldwin. Puts a runner on base with 1 out. I'll take a look at the replay and see how close that play really was at first base, as Baldwin hustled down the line. Really close, hard to tell with that game speed. Maybe if we had like a 0.5 speed or something like that. Maybe we'll check on that in a moment. Runner at first with 1 out, a 1-0 count to Carly Blackwell. And that one knee high on the outside corner. So it is now 1-1. Blackwell has a hit. She's 1 for 1. Singled through the middle of the infield in her last time up. That type of at-bat in this spot would be great. Put 2 on base, as that one misses the zone. Throw down to second, and a stolen base for Casey Baldwin. That's a good development for That's close. Looks like we have a freeze frame picture taken by Christian Salstra, our public address announcer, and close play there at first. May have been an out. May have been. We can't say for sure definitively, but called safe on the play. So runner at second, one out after the stolen base by Baldwin. Blackwell rolls it to third base. Folds throws her out at first. They throw back across. Nice job by Folds to just jump in front of that, keep it in front of her. Actually, that was our shortstop as Folds made the play across. The shortstop covered third base. Boatwright knocked it down. So a runner will be at third now with 2 out. And it is Brooklyn Malone's turn. She is 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch up high out of the zone for ball 1. So Bryan threatening here. They have a runner 60 feet away from scoring the tying run. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Malone is late on that swing, and she misses for strike 1. The 1-1 delivery, and it is foul as well as Malone sends it back to the screen. A ball and 2 strikes. And the next delivery from Bennett is up and out. So even up the count on Brooklyn Malone. With Casey Baldwin standing at third base. And timeout called by Liz Bennett. Rethinking. And the next pitch misses low. And it's a full count. Full count delivery coming up from Bennett, and it's outside. And Malone has worked the walk. And this inning stays alive for the Lions. We're going to have a visit to the circle for Truett McConnell. So it goes from a 2-out solo homer by Truett McConnell in the top of the 4th inning to now Bryan threatening to score at least maybe 1 run here in the bottom of the 4th, with yet again the pitcher KP Smith coming up in this situation with a chance to give herself some support, as it's a 1-0 TMU lead in this pitcher's duel between KP Smith and Liz Bennett. And we'll see if the Lions try to put Brooklyn Malone in motion at first base. First pitch outside for a ball. Like to see if Malone could get to scoring position, and a base hit then would possibly give Bryan the lead. Next pitch grounded through the right side of the infield, and KP Smith comes through yet again. Throw cut off by Boatwright. They go to third with it. They got her. What a relay. That's a 9-6-5 relay to third base, and it gets Brooklyn Malone trying to go first to third on the single, but we are tied at 1 as KP Smith comes through with the RBI single and ties us at 1 apiece.
Straight into the air. Behind the mound. Catch is made and a stare down to third to keep the runner there, and that's what you completely desire if you're McTavish and the Bears. Runner stays and the out gets posted on the board. Now it's 2 outs, but that man still lingers 90 feet from home plate.
Yeah, exactly what you desire if you're McTavish and the Bears, but exactly what you were hoping not to see if you're Rojas and the Royals. Wanted to at least have that one hit a little bit further to allow yourself to tie the game up.
That ball gets by, and it's going to kick off the backstop, and a self-inflicted error on the wild pitch. That makes it a 1-1 ball game, and we talked about it. If you're Pikeville, you're the lower seed trying to knock out Johnson. You cannot have self-inflicted errors, and that one is, and they're made to pay the price.
Yeah, that's one of the keys when you're trying to pull off an upset. You cannot beat yourself. You pike that pass ball, giving Johnson a free run.
Well, that was quick. Welcome back.
Yeah, ground ball out immediately out of that break. Chiswick put out 1-3. Start at the top of the 5th.
Skipper skips it through, and the race over to first as that's not going to stay where she'd like it. Almost got that one.
Just missed keeping that inside the third base line, and would have beat it out if she had kept it inside the field of play.
Skipper again trying that line, and again goes foul. It's very fitting that a young lady with the last name Skipper would specialize in skipping hits down the left field line.
Yeah.
And that's going to take her down. Goes down swinging. Did not see that coming, as that's a big punch out.
Yeah, pitch up above the hands by KP Smith, and she got Skipper to chase it up the ladder. Just went underneath that pitch on the swing and got the strikeout.
This is Alyssa Crump, 0-for-1 in today's contest. Crump's been good this year. One of a number of faces we've seen step up, provide a couple of clutch plays, and just a good engine for this roster, right? She brings some energy and helps them get moving. I guess for me, just based on the situation, I'm going to dig into the stats a little bit here too as we roll forward through this 5th inning and into the very final stretch of this game. For me, I feel like this comes down to who gets energy first. Someone's going to find some energy somewhere. They're going to get a play. They're going to, something will happen. It's going to happen. Strike one with 2 away in the top of the 5th. The Lions might find some energy here if they slam the door.
Yeah, 3-0 count against Crump. Gets a strike, does KP Smith, so chance to sit down Crump here possibly.
Crump handled that on the blooper. She's moving to first. Stand-up single, perfectly dropped to the edge of the outfield on the right side.
Yeah, well done by Crump. Going the opposite way on a 3-1 pitch that was middle away, but she still just went with the pitch the other way. Found some green grass in right field and keeps the line moving for Avery Walker. And Truett McConnell certainly is hoping that Walker can get something into the outfield for a base hit and flip this back to the top of their batting lineup.
Now batting for Truett McConnell, the second baseman, number 6.
And so Avery Walker replacing her at bat for the Bears. Yesterday, found some honey. Played really well.
Yeah, Walker in her first at bat in this game grounded out to the second baseman on a 3-1 pitch. Probably not the pitch she wanted to swing at in that count, but ended up hitting that ground ball to second and being retired.
Smith has got 3 punch-outs. 2 away on this side of the 5th for KP Smith. Big cut. Wanted every bit of that. Avery Walker tries to go skyward. Drops it through the corner of the zone and paints the corner, as well as paints over that 5 on the scorebook. Sending us to the next side. We'll see you with more softball action in a moment. Deadlocked, a run apiece.
That's at least what Pikeville's trying to argue, which would make it a dead ball. But they did rule him out, and Sabero kind of walks halfway back to the dugout as the conversations continue. And now they do want to talk things through just to make sure.
If we have another umpire meeting, we may have to start collecting minutes.
Yeah, when do they get to give themselves the singles? We only get to talk one more time. And now, you'd be inclined with Sabero, and he doesn't like it, but he's back to the dugout. They will converse and still rule him out. And kind of believe him a little bit because he did not make any effort to try to run. That ball came off, and he just took a step back and stood there as they made the play. But either way, he is out at first.
But sometimes I'm curious, these last few meetings, what am I going to see from second?
all of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com. Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Gets a hold of it as she's going to hustle down, and that is beyond. First to retire the side for the Bryan College Lions, wrapping up the top half of the sixth. My goodness, we will see you in the bottom side of the inning. Deadlocked, a run apiece between these two programs.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, in a battle that has been electric between these two programs. And I just don't know how you separate yourself. Every time I'm like, oh, this is it. You know, they've got the momentum they need to finally make a play. They're going to push themselves out ahead or whatever. It doesn't happen. Something falls apart. There's a quick out. There's a weird line drive. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th. And we are tight in a deadlocked game. One run apiece between Truett McConnell, the Bears, and the Lions of Bryan College.
Yeah, these two sides, it's very hard to tell where the difference is. So far, both teams' offenses have been held down for the most part. Their pitching has been very good. And that's why we see ourselves in a 1-1 game.
Wanted to cut on that. The 2-2 is going to raise the count. It's full. Controlled across and delivered down over in time to first. One away in the bottom of the 6th.
Nice work by Boatwright not to panic there as the ball popped up off her glove, but to collect it and throw on the run in time with Ava Saul going down the line to get the first out.
Watches that go by. Elected not to take a cut. Lily Taylor. One away in this side of the 6th for Truett McConnell that's trying to slide into our 7th inning. That pinball's back out.
3 home runs on the year for Lily Taylor.
Floater down, back, deep, controlled. And that means 2 away.
Avery Walker chases it down, makes the catch on that pop-up back behind second base. And we've got 2 down for Casey Baldwin, who has been on base a couple of times. And had a hit. Also got on base in her first at-bat without a hit as that's popped to shortstop.
It retires the side. It's a nice controlled hit for Casey Baldwin, but not going to get enough on it to put herself out there on base. And it sends us to our final regulation inning between Truett and Bryan in the winner's bracket, trying to avoid falling to the bottom side of the bracket and having to double battle their way back to the title.
ERA. 7 of his games have gone to decision. He's won 6 of those contests. Someone who's been trusted in a variety of different situations, a variety of different scenarios. He comes in trying to hold Johnson at bay.
They go double steal, and that ball kicks away, but quickly turning and recovering it to prevent anything from happening over at third is Easton Mold, as Isaac Fernandez will face now an 0-2 count at the plate.
This is in line with what we've known Johnson to be, an efficient offensive group, aggressive on the base paths, all of this coming to fruition in these last few innings.
"90 feet away from an insurance run, or the Royals."
Drop that across. Welcome to the top of the 7th inning, and I think any scoring here does it. I'd be shocked if a run here doesn't end the game.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see Bryan get the chance down by one. It's the same situation as what happened earlier. In the top of the 4th, Truett McConnell gets that solo homer. Bryan immediately strikes back for that 1 run in the bottom of the 4th. So, I think it obviously will bring a bit of desperation to Bryan if Truett scores a run here in the top of the 7th, which I think they felt that desperation in the bottom of the 4th when they picked up their lone run.
I got to say, as the 4 seed, Bryan has been like the dark horse of this tournament. They've been really good. Being told that the 4 seed did win last year, which I have the memory of a mouse, so I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was Johnson. Johnson was the 4 seed last year, and they ended up winning.
Feels similar.
Yeah.
Feels the same way. Like
it does.
They've got that drive to get all the way. Will they be able to do it, though, is the question.
And I don't know. I even feel like Truett McConnell has got it, within reach of winning this tournament too. I mean, they've played really well. A couple of really, pretty easy wins. I mean, a 12-7 victory in their first, and then they had a day off, and then they run rule Milligan 8-0 yesterday. So, I mean, they haven't been challenged a whole lot either.
I mean, I think there's a lot of ways I can respond to that, but just to keep it as simple as possible, you and I have about 600 stats in front of us for both teams from this game, from their entire season, and I would just summarize it by saying, throw the stats out the window. Yeah. You get one cranked hit here, and then you're just a couple of hits away, a couple of lucky moments and breaks away from winning the entire thing. Play across over to first, and that might be a lucky play for the Bryan College Lions, who record the first down of the 7th inning.
Great wherewithal from Lily Taylor to knock that down, realize that she had time just to gather herself, pick the ball up with her hand, and step on the bag in time to retire Grace Folds.
Folds gone. TMU Bears with one away, looking to seize the lead. She'll let that sail on by Morgan Kasalik. 0-for-2 in today's game with 1 down now.
Yeah, struck out once out of her 2 at-bats.
Huge chop.
And behind 0-2 here quickly. KP Smith has got the advantage in this count.
A big cut, and she'll go down swinging. 2 away for the Bryan College Lions in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Bryan is threatening to send this game into the bottom of the 7th, and they're going to have a chance to walk this thing off if KP Smith can just retire Reagan Chiswick here.
She's got 5 strikeouts. There's 2 away. Fouled off just enough to stay alive. KP Smith has been one of the most intriguing players in the tournament. Limited at bats throughout the season. She's been a great batter after not really getting a lot of cuts or hacks from inside of the box during the year. That sails over the top, and Reagan gets one back as she's behind in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, piggybacking off that point with KP. I mean, she's responsible for the 1 run in this game with an RBI single. So, I mean, this has been the game where KP Smith really is the star for Bryan at this point. And really, she could have a shutout on the board. But again, it's just that one pitch to Folds that was sent out of the yard down the left field line.
Roped across. I think she got to that in time. The play at first safe. TMU does get the runner on with 2 outs. Reagan is able to find her way to the bag just in time.
Yeah, Chiswick able to beat that one out. Soft ground ball deep in the hole. The shortstop, Maddie Lee, fields it, as you'll see here on the replay, but just not quite enough time to get it across to get Chiswick.
Well, you're probably not going to see the replay, as that'll retire the side, and we head to the bottom half of the 7th. So this is another look at that close play. She was able to get onto the bag, but obviously the side retired just a second later. Right there. Yeah, she was safe. That was really close.
Yep. Yeah, Chiswick beat it out. But again, next pitch, line out to center, and the inning's over. And now Bryan is in the driver's seat. Again, they need just 1 run here in this inning to close this game out and get the victory.
Less than ideal for Truett McConnell's Bears.
Leading off, the left fielder, number 6, Harley Rockwell.
And all the stats, you know, typically you can look and dive into the numbers and kind of figure out what to anticipate, why. But they're so close. I mean, a run apiece, 4 hits to 3. Bryan just has the edge there by, obviously, basically nothing. 3 left on base on each side.
Pitching's been really good. I mean, that's about as much as we can say to you in this game. The pitching's been great, and the offenses have just not been able to solve those opposing pitching staffs to this point. And we'll see if Bryan can do enough to just eke one across and walk this one off to earn a spot in the championship.
This is roped. Oh my goodness, snagged out of the air to retire her.
Nice catch by Grace Folds, being ready for that slap hit the other way by Blackwell, and they record the first out.
What a play.
Well done by Folds that time.
Brooklyn Malone 0 for 1 in this outing for Bryan College. We've seen her put the bat to ball a couple of times this week. Malone lets it sail on by. That evens the count at 1 with 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And TMU is seeking extra innings. Certainly all the tools to make that happen easily. Their hitting average has been better than the Lions by a wide margin. Chopped across. The play is going to be bang, bang down at first, and she's gone. Immediately a second out delivered by TMU from the infield.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It looks like we might be going to extra innings here, Gabe.
EI is inbound.
Yeah. It'll be the second game today that we will see extra innings, unless somebody comes through here for the Lions.
This is KP Smith.
It is.
And if there were a player, it's almost like we just talked about this in the top half of the 7th.
Yeah.
If there were a player that were to potentially make something happen, it would be KP Smith, but not in this situation because she's cut down at first to retire the bottom of the 7th, and we've got extra innings in store for you in Kingsport.
on second.
Now Johnson not just flexing their muscles offensively, but also showing off the leather as well.
And a swing and a miss for Gagno, who is 0 for 2 on the day. But a base hit here could drive in the run. Connor Moody is in the pinch run for Gledhill.
Yeah, my eyes are ready. I'm ready.
I didn't really react. I was like, I know it's going wide, but that last one scared me. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Man on second. Reynolds checks back to him. Again he looks, and now he's going to come home. It's high. It's 1-2. Be a nice little souvenir to take home, though.
I mean,
Extra innings in Kingsport as it's the top of the 8th. Truett McConnell is trying to stave off the Lions of Bryan College. KP Smith, 5 punch-outs. Really a driving factor. Pitching has been phenomenal.
It has. Both of these teams' pitchers have been phenomenal as we see a pinch hitter for Truett McConnell to start the top of the 8th. It is Mackenzie Heim.
Number 1, Mackenzie Heim.
Heim is a .264 hitter for the season, 19 hits in 71 at-bats.
Heim gets a hold of this foot race down to first, and she is safe easily in time to open the top side of the 8th.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a massive start for the Bears. Mackenzie Heim comes off the bench cold and pinch hits and delivers. Though she didn't hit it hard, she used her legs to run out a single on a slow roller on the left side.
And coach calling for another change.
Yeah, pinch runner, it's Georgia Patton running at first base for Mackenzie Heim. So Heim comes in, does her job, gets aboard, and her day is now done as she's been subbed out of the game for Georgia Patton.
Avery Walker shows bunt, gets a hold of it. The play over at first, well in time to cut her down at second, safe with a runner in scoring position for the Bears of Truett McConnell.
Perfectly done by Walker. Puts the bunt down, gets the runner to second. Her teammates will congratulate her as she enters the dugout, no doubt.
Suter.
Yeah, top of the order.
You know, she's over 3 today and has had some great hits this week. Rolled through the circle on cue, moving around the base path, coming home for what could be our winning run. At the plate, the ball goes wild. She's through for the score. 2-1, Truett McConnell Bears in extra innings. The top of the 8th sees TMU on top.
Souter, a huge hit there up the middle, right through. And it brings the runner home from second. Georgia Patton, the pinch runner, coming home. The throw would have been in time, but it got through the catcher's legs, as you can see there on the screen. And the run comes in to score, giving the Bears a 2-1 lead here in the 8th.
Boatwright at bat. And Truett McConnell has done it. They've broken the deadlock finally in extra innings. It's 2-1 Bears.
And they have a runner at third base.
Popped up. They're about to have a runner headed back to the dugout on that flyout.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's if you could have just gotten Boatwright to hit the ball on the ground there. Anywhere, especially in the middle of the infield, maybe even to put a bunt down. I mean, any way you can get that run from third home to make this a 2-run lead in this low scoring of a game is a huge one.
And that's choppered through. Hey, there you go. That one comes home effortless. TMU. A 2-run advantage in the top of the 8th. It's 3-1. Bears lead the Bryan College Lions in extra innings.
Yeah, you can only hold down these big producers in the TMU lineup for so long, as you see here on the replay. A hard shot grounder through the left side of the infield, and that brings home the 3rd run of the game for the Bears and gives them a 2-run advantage.
Nice score for TMU and KP Smith. Sees that go by. 2 away. Strike 1. Smith needs to close the door now to give Bryan a chance.
Yeah, and this is Grace Folds again, so this is danger as well.
Rolled across. Trouble for the Bryan Lions, as that's an easy stand-up single. I thought they'd be able to retire the side there, but TMU keeps it going.
Yeah, hard shot through the middle by Folds. And another chance here for Kasalik in this spot with 2 on and 2 out. And if they could get even more insurance, then it becomes a question of if Bryan has even a shot.
This should retire our side as it's floated down across short infield right. Bryan College trailing by 2 runs, looking for some magic in the bottom of the 8th. Can the Dayton, Tennessee-based Lions find a way back into this? One final look at the numbers comparing these two sides. You know, we thought it was compelling how close they were as we kind of kicked this off, and the similar records, wins, hitting percentage, and the difference really is just the strikeouts.
Yeah, it has been. But really, I mean, you look at this game, and this has just been 2 really good teams going up against each other, and almost the stats don't even matter, you know, at this specific game. It's almost like it seems like a momentum-based game. You know, you see something go your way, and it kind of creates a little bit of a rally, and that's what happened with Truett just a moment ago in the top of the 8th. And now Bryan's going to have to respond.
Floater. She could be in trouble, and she is. 1 away for TMU's Bears, who are looking to flip themselves through the winner's bracket into our final day of action in the 2026 AAC softball tournament.
Yeah, a bit of a bummer there for Maddie Lee. That was a well-hit ball out into center field off of her barrel, but tracked down in center field by Souter.
And Roller is across over to first as she hustles down to the bag. And another big-time moment, as this time the Lions are the ones who take advantage. Juliana on the bag at first.
Yeah, I'm not sure what... So the ball hit Santianas' foot on that swing. It definitely did. I don't know if maybe the field umpires saw it. If this is going to be called a hit, I mean, we could see... If you go scrub back on your view, you can see on the pitch that it goes straight down off her foot and rolls into play.
Here's our officials coming together, and they're going to say she's safe.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hopefully this does not come back to hurt Truett McConnell, because if it does, that would be unfortunate.
That would be unfortunate. That would be most unfortunate. And I think Coach has a message after that for the circle that has delivered 350 strikeouts this year to the 180 of the Bryan Lions. That's the only major large stat category where we see a big difference.
Yeah.
The number of strikeouts.
And I think that visit was just to say, all right, let's calm down. Let's just get outs here.
And rolled across, collected, play over at second. Able to make that. So Bryan doing everything right in the bottom of the 8th after things got really interesting just moments ago, as if they weren't already, leading into the 7th inning and through into the extra innings. And now we are just off the rails.
Well, we're in a spot here where Bryan's got Ava Saul coming to the plate as the winning run here in this bottom of the 8th inning. If she hits a home run, the game's over. It's a walk-off 3-run homer for Bryan. And
Brennan,
back-to-back plays here. Back-to-back plays here now. The ball off the foot into play turns into a single, and then an error on Truett McConnell.
Rolled through, across, second, trying to turn the double. Very close, unable to do so. And runners on the corners.
Yeah, 2 gone now. And I think we're going to see a pinch runner for Ava Saul in this spot.
Yeah, Saul will get the pinch run.
Pinch running at first base for the Lions, number 10, Kana Green.
Yeah, Kana Green runs over there at first base. Just trying to get someone with a little bit of speed as the tying run on base. If a ball's hitting the gap here by Lily Taylor, they want to try to score her from first if they can.
It's a tough situation in that you don't have an extra out to play with now. Otherwise, you've set yourself up perfectly. You were close to having that extra out to play with. Maybe a little misfortune involved as that's strike 1 for Gabby Hughes. Lily Taylor also an electric bat in this lineup all year long. Good in the tournament.
Yeah.
And 0 for 3 today for the Lions of Bryan College as this is roped across, bringing home the first run for Bryan College. She could be in trouble out at third. Ball over the top, and she'll stay put there as Lions of Bryan are rolling and score their first run needed to keep this thing going. It's a 1-run ball game, 3-2, thanks to Lily Taylor's first hit of the game.
Bryan is right there. The tying run at third, the winning run now at second. And this is getting interesting. It's Casey Baldwin at the plate. And we're going to have, I think, another pinch runner for Bryan replacing Lily Taylor at second.
Feels like
the winning run.
Yeah, feels like it. And she's loving it. Great play by Taylor. A lot to be proud of with that hit, especially 0 for 3, not discouraged, a team player, and get back in that dugout and celebrate. I love it. Way to keep things rolling. How about the grit to make a play? Think about that situation. You're abysmal. You've scored 1 run in the whole game. Your season flashing before your eyes. You're going to fall to the loser's bracket, the tough path. Not discouraged, consistent, durable, finds a way to make it happen for Bryan College. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. They trail by a run. Laser through. Gabby Hughes, 1 out, retires this and gives Truett McConnell the trip to the winner's bracket.
Yeah, trying to hold on to the win for the Bears here. Got to get Baldwin.
Shot foul. Both runners in scoring position. Casey Baldwin does have a hit today. I see a dog.
See the dog up there? What the hell?
Oh, yeah.
Dog. Nice.
The delivery, chop foul again. Hopefully that doesn't hit the dog. It's right where the dog is.
Baldwin battling. Still 0-2, though.
It's the bottom of the 8th with 2 away. Trying to produce, ropes it out. That's it. Truett McConnell wins. The Bears win. Truett McConnell advances in the winner's bracket in the 2026 AAC softball tournament. Congratulations to the Bears of TMU.
What a game.
What a cool moment for Truett McConnell to hang in there, hang around. They get the victory, 3-2 in extra innings. You know, a lot of emotion in that one, a lot of big feelings. Nobody's season comes to a close, thankfully, which that would be a heartbreaker to be so close and have the scoring runs ready to go and fall that shy. But an exciting finish to a crucial, pivotal moment in the tournament. Brief thoughts on what to expect in that upcoming matchup for these two.
Well, it doesn't always have to be a slugfest to be entertaining. We learned that in this one specifically. A pitcher's duel all the way to the end, and Truett McConnell holding on at the end. Truett McConnell becomes a championship game participant with the win. Bryan now has to overcome their opponent tomorrow morning.
We'll see if they can do it.
We will see.
It'll be fun to watch the bracket continue to shake out. Appreciate you being with me as always. We have one game left today in our bracket, and it should be a fun one as well. You know, we've had some really interesting matchups. Be sure to stay with us. Johnson is going to play a final one. They serve as the home team in this, correct?
Yes, they are the home team, and they'll be playing Reinhardt in this game.
Fighting for the honor
Milligan
to play
today.
This side that just fell Bryan College and the Lions tomorrow morning.
Yes.
The winner of that game, whoever that is, whether it's Johnson advances and
or
Bryan beats them or Reinhardt, whoever, one of these three teams wins that game tomorrow morning, and that winner goes to the championship in our second game at 1 o'clock. If the winner of the first game tomorrow, one of the three teams we have left here, advances and wins in the 1 p.m. game, it forces a third game tomorrow.
Yeah.
They have to win twice to take it.
Yeah, Truett McConnell in the driver's seat right now. They have to be beaten twice in that championship series to fall in this tournament. So they have got things in their favor right now and are looking forward to seeing either Johnson or Reinhardt or Bryan again in the championship round.
I love it. Well, for the Bears, for the Lions of Bryan College, for everybody here, appreciate you coming along for the ride. Really looking forward to having you with us for our final game of the day and all of our coverage of the championship bout tomorrow. Going to be a good one. Brendan, thank you. Thank you to the Lions. Thank you to the Bears, all the fans here. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live and our copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the app or platform where you viewed it. This has been a presentation of Tri-Media. Your final score in extra innings through 8. 3-2, Truett McConnell wins and advances to the title game.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Just hasn't been their day so far.
They have not had back-to-back hits since that first inning. They had 3 in a row. One of them scored. Brooks had the triple, the RBI single by Gledhill, and then Melton followed it up with a lone single of his own. But you look out and you still say 7 total hits. It's just nothing has been able to get into threatening territory, and then you have the run that tied it, and I think that's where you really felt the momentum shifted. On the flip side of things, in that 4th inning, you have the strikeout by McTavish. He's able to gun one in there on Birdsall, but the ball gets away on a drop strike 3. So he gets on base, no out, but it does go down as a strikeout for him. But the stolen base by Birdsall gets over to third and then is able to come home on a wild pitch. And that really just kind of turned the momentum. It gave Johnson the signs of life they needed. And they come out the next inning and hang 3 on the board, and that's the difference right now. So retired is Hobensiefken on the ground out to shortstop. And so that'll bring up Isaac Fernandez. Fernandez 0 for 3 on the day. Castillo behind in the at-bat, 1-0. Pitch outside, it's 2-0 as he falls behind. The benefit for Pikeville is they do, when they get to the plate again, in the top of the 8th, it'll be Mold, Polino, and Brooks, the 1, 2, 3 hitters in the order. Four runs on 8 hits, 1 run on 7 hits. That's the scoreline. Plus side, no official errors on either team. And that one misses, and it's behind the batter, and so Fernandez makes his way down to first. And now it looks as though Castillo will see the end of his day, as Pikeville needing to find ways to get out of these innings without any further damage. They'll go to the bullpen with runners on and 1 out in a 3-run ball game.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry and a lot of hungry people to feed. Kraus Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
One out, runners on the corners, and a fresh face in as the runner goes. At a low throw that bounces off the mound. It took a short hop, and it careens away into the outfield grass. And that's not going to help. You bring your man in from the bullpen, hoping to get out of the situation with 2 on and 1 out, and one of them scores on the throwdown because it took a wild hop that changed directions off the backside of the mound.
Another fielding mistake we see, helping Johnson score another run, building some insurance. Again, pivotal against an offense that's gone cold.
Mancini comes home. Fernandez is at second. And now Cole Carmichael will give up the single. And that's just going to sting a little more. And that's going to get all the way out, and it's going to be more bases. And he's going to try to turn for 3. And this is going to be a triple as it got all the way to the wall. And it's an RBI triple for Mitchell Birdsall. You bring in Carmichael, who pitched yesterday, went an inning of work in the win, but now comes in trailing in this game and quickly finds himself conceding the triple, and we can't really credit him on the other one as that one kicked off the mound on the throwdown, and there's a base hit that'll score yet another run. And all of a sudden, the Royals are just swinging at will.
So now we're seeing Johnson introduce themselves to the crowd here in Kingsport, Tennessee. This is the Johnson Royal team that we've seen all year long. It took them a while to get going, but we're starting to hear the dugout chirp a little bit more. We're seeing the bats get to working. Their pitching staff has settled in. This is the Johnson team that many feel can make a run when the calendar turns to May.
It's a 7-1 ball game, with 1 away and a runner on as Carmichael continues to try to find that second out.
Carmichael's normally the closer for you, Pike, so he's coming in with his team in need of 8 more outs potentially.
They may need a few more outs, but they also need a lot more runs. Down by 6, 7-1. I did it again, didn't I? Yep. Somebody on their couch back home. Parents, look at your kids. If any of them are doing it, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to say it. You just know.
You don't need to know what it means.
I don't know what it means. I just know that.
It's provocative. It gets the people going. Gets me going.
A run in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, and 3 in the 7th. And the 7th rolls on. Rojas, the batter. Carmichael falls behind here, 3-1. Frank is down at first. Mancini comes home. Fernandez and Birdsall have 2. And that ball kicks away, and it bounces all the way to the backstop. And Frank is going to cruise to second on that ball that kicks away, and that was a massive kick. That almost hopped into the stands.
Yeah, I mean, it almost made it back up this ramp. Like, I thought we were going to have to get out the way.
That one wouldn't have come as fast. I think that one would have at least been a little easier to react to. But when it comes off the bat back here, it is. I mean, you have no reaction time, and keep in mind, we're further back than pitchers are. Now, they have the benefit of it, right? You know, you always say when a ball comes right back at them, it's pretty much reactionary, whether or not you're going to catch it. Well, it's reactionary for us because, again, we are behind, so we are not expecting it. You are expected to be ready for it when it comes back at you as a pitcher, even if it seldom does.
And if I was still in my mode of being an athlete during, my physical prime, probably would be a little bit more reactive too. Unfortunately, I'm getting old, so.
I'm in that range where can't get out of the chair without a little. That's a base hit out to left. They're going to send the runner home. And Johnson just pouring it on here. It's an 8-1 ball game, a fourth across the plate. As scoring from second is Frank on the single by Rojas.
So there's a saying that I had said to me from one of my old coaches during.
I beg your pardon, from Altamirano.
Yeah, but during my time as an athlete, he used to say, sometimes you just have to really lay the hammer down, kill a mosquito with an axe. So you don't have to just allow a team to hang around. When you have a chance to end them, you have to go ahead and do it. It seems like that's what Johnson's trying to do. They don't want to let you, Pike, hang around.
Pikeville was right there with him through the fourth and even through the fifth and the sixth. 4-1 ball game, not insurmountable, but Pikeville just not able to find the offense. But still a close game, but here in this one.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.